Gonna change the batteries on our game cameras today. I had a couple of comments, people asking what game cameras we use, so I needed to change the batteries today. Figured it'd be perfect to show you guys what we use. We use the Muddy brand game cam. They're super easy to use. I'm gonna show you. So first things first, this little thing comes unlatched right here. It's waterproof, it seals very good. This is where all of the information on the inside is. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Here is where you insert your SD card. We have a micro SD put into the adapter, and then this pops right out for the batteries. It takes double A's and it does take 8 of them, but there is a port on the camera itself for if you want to get a solar power panel to hook up to it so you can get additional power. What's really cool about these game cameras is that they run on like a service plan, and they're not specific to AT&T or Verizon or anything like that. They actually will bounce off of any available tower signal. So for starting your account, it costs $20 a month to get activated, and then each additional camera I think is only like $15 a month on top of the cost of the camera. The camera itself is $80, and so for $35 a month we have 2 cameras that have service and send us photos instantaneously even when we're away from home. Once we have all the new batteries in there, just pop it back in like that. Switch it to on. The lights, and it has all of the information. Like, it's super easy to use. If I can use this and understand it, anybody can. It will show us that all 3 things are working, the batteries are working, the signal is working, and the sending and receiving is working. So right now it's registering the batteries, it's registering the signal, and then it'll let us know that it's all in sync and ready to send photos. There it is. And then what I do is you hit the sync button and it will take a photo and send to your phone, just to make sure that it's working. Close back up. And then this is the signal antenna, and it moves so you can adjust it to get the best signal. They are on as long as you keep them on. They do not flash at night, so whenever they take a nighttime photo, it doesn't emit a bright flash. I think it only has like a little red light that just lets you know that it took a photo, but it's not going to flash and scare off any predators, or if you're looking at deer or anything like that, or if you have a potential intruder and it's taking photos, it's going to take them discreetly. Here is our other camera. You can see I have the antenna pointed out this way, and I think that it's actually like connecting with the other camera over there that boosts its signal. And it comes with a strap. I'll show you the front of it. You can see it a little better here. The Muddy brand. You can see this one is, well, I don't know. It was showing that the battery was almost dead. The light went off whenever I opened it up. I will show you the app. The app itself actually shows you the battery signal, like showing you how much battery is left, what your signal strength is, and how many photos you have on the camera currently. Same thing, it's the exact same with the card and the battery situation. Okay, the batteries are in and it's all closed up, and I'm just gonna walk in front and I will send you a video of what happens. Let's see if we can see the red light. Now is for the fun part. You're going to use this app called Command Pro. It's a free app, but you can't use it unless you have the cameras. It is very quick to send the photos to your phone within seconds, honestly. You can see here that this was the photos that it took of me taking the video just before I put the batteries in. The Photos are super clear. You can zoom in on them, you can save them, you can share them. There's all kinds of different things. The little star, you can actually save them as favorites if for some reason you need to save them for another day. And I was scrolling to look for some good nighttime photos to show you how the color option works. See, the nighttime photos that it takes are always in black and white, but there's that little color wheel right above or right below the word gallery that if you touch that, it will add as much color to the original photo as it can to add any additional details that you might need to see. That color might be able to help. Here we go. Let me show you what I mean. So the difference isn't great, but you can see how the color was added a little bit to those photos. So that's just one neat little feature. It will continuously save all of the photos that it takes. You can go through and delete them all at once if you want. If there's a particular one that you like or that you want to share with somebody, there's that option. Another thing that's really cool with this app is that you can actually share it with another person. So like my fiance downloaded the app and I shared him on the account, so he has access to the cameras that I do as well, and he gets the same notifications that I do. One of my favorite features on here is the on-demand feature. You just saw me push the button. So if you're away from home and you just want to check on things, even if it's not being triggered, you can hit that on-demand button. It will take a photo and it may take a few seconds for it to process, but you will get that notification and it will pop up on your app. That's what the notifications look like. And there's your on-demand photo. So it's just a really cool way to be able to check in on things if for some reason it's not being triggered, or if you feel suspicious, for any reason you might need an on-demand photo. You can do that with all the cameras. Here I'm showing you that I have my fiance shared to it. And in the settings, there is so much that you can do. You can adjust your settings to save battery. You can adjust your settings to have more photos taken. I have it set to do a 2-photo burst every 5 seconds that it's triggered, and it's on a very high sensitivity, so anything that goes by, a dog, if the wind blows a branch in front of it, I want to know what's going on in my yard, but you can change that. I do think that over time it registers things as well, so like we had this curtain that was blowing in the wind and it was set off the camera every time it moved, but after the first few days it stopped getting triggered over that. I'm not going to say this is a smart device, but it is fairly intelligent. There's also options in here where you can label your pets. So if your pets are going by and triggering the camera, it will actually start to recognize specific animals or humans or objects and tell you what just triggered it off. And you can actually go through and save those identifications. So like you can name your dog, so your camera will let you know, hey, Rory just triggered the camera. And then adding a camera is really easy. Just simply push the little plus sign button and scan the QR code. Love our cameras, and we do plan to get more. They're $80 from the store. We've gotten one from Walmart that was $80, and we got one from a Tractor Supply store that was also $80. So the price range between stores isn't really that different, just depending on where you live, I suppose. To get the first camera registered, I think it was like $20 to get it registered and add the camera, and then any camera that we add after that, it's only like an additional $15. So it can get pricey depending on how many cameras you want. But if you're just starting out and you want one that you know is reliable and is going to take really nice photos, then this is really a great option. So if you have any other questions, or if you are a little confused on anything with our game cameras, feel free to send me a message or post in the comments below, and I will try to make it as easy as possible to understand, because really they're super simple. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Love yourself today.